On Sunday afternoon, when this fire first started, from the direction it was headed, I knew that it was going to be moving towards some of the fuels treatment work that had been done in the last 5 or 10 years in the Sisters area. And because of that, it looked to me like a good opportunity to see if we could monitor and validate what happens to fire behavior on a wildfire when the wildfire intersects some of the past fuels treatments that we've done.
We're standing right now in the middle of our Sisters Area Fuels Reduction Project, designed to reduce fuels in the wildland-urban interface around Sisters, Oregon, and with a secondary objective of improving forest health and keeping the forest safe. This is a map of the SAFRV project area. The town of Sisters sits right here. Highway 20 comes through here, major highway. So the project area includes all of this, and as you can see, the gray colors are private lands. Then we have neighborhoods such as Crossroads and Tollgate. All the red icons here indicate structures, so you can see there's a lot of structures within the Sisters area community. And so anywhere you see a color here, the greens and the oranges and the tans, those are areas where we're planning on doing treatments within the project area. And so this project is designed to protect private lands within the wildland-urban interface of Sisters, Oregon. Behind me is a good example of what much of the SAFRV project area looked like before treatment. You can see there's quite a brush component of bitter brush, snow brush, and manzanita. Lots of smaller trees in the background, and all of this contributes to the severe fire hazard that was in the project area prior to treatment. A lot of the brush and the small trees serve as ladder fuels to get up to the crowns of the overstory, and so by reducing that, we really are able to modify fire behavior should a fire get started in this area.
My job is to come out and document what's out here before we have a fire, before we do a prescribed burn, either one. And then I come out again afterwards and see what has changed and try to document whether there's been damage, whether we've accomplished something that we wanted to, as far as reducing fuels and making things safer, improving habitat.
So this is an example of a unit that's been treated. The brush has been mowed and the smaller trees have been thinned out, and so we've reduced fire hazard by reducing ladder fuels and cleaning up the ground fuels.
This area burned 2 days ago in the Pole Creek fire. As the fire was making its way down towards Sisters from the west towards the east, it was necessary for us to burn off of this road. This area did not have any kind of treatment, which means it wasn't thinned, it wasn't mowed, and it hadn't seen any fire in quite a long time. So the stocking of trees in here was pretty significant, and the brush was also pretty deep. The way that the fire burned through here was quite hot. Some of these older trees will survive. Most of the younger ones you see here will not. And they're the next generations. There's something to be said for what we do when we actually mow and thin before a fire comes through. By comparison, this unit was treated as opposed to the untreated unit. Small trees were removed, they were piled, we burned the hand piles, and then the area was mowed with a rotating disc mounted on a bobcat. When they went ahead and lit this, the flame lengths were around 1 to 2 feet, relatively small. The intensity was not very high. And you see that most of the trees in here did not take a whole lot of fire, so they really weren't impacted very much. In addition to that, if something were to happen in here and a natural fire were to start, and we did need to put it out, it would not be an unsafe action for hand crews to take on their own. And had we not been able to light this off successfully and easily, there is definitely a chance that that fire could have reached Sisters. The SAFRV project made Sisters safer. It gave us an opportunity to both reintroduce fire into the environment in a safe manner and also control a wildfire that was threatening the town of Sisters.